Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today it's Midweek Brawl. It's Midweek Magic, but they are giving us a Brawl Builder challenge here. So I'm starting to like this where they're giving us a challenge where the limitation is the commander. So commanders here are all from Duskmourn. They're all from Duskmourn here. Let's actually take a quick... Okay, I have a deck set up already, but I do want to take a quick look at them. Let's see what's a good way to do this. Let's take a quick look at all the commanders that are available, because that should give us an idea of what to expect. So let's do a very quick check here. So Toby, Beastly Befriender, a 1/1 that gets you a 4/4. It wants you to have multiple tokens, so this is a pretty good build around. I guess the only catch is that this sets you in mono white, so there are gonna be quite a few limitations to this one. Wandering Rescuer, this is primarily Flash Convoke. This pairs well with the Survivor team, but again, being in mono white is a limitation as well. Though you do get a lot of creatures, you get to go wide quite a bit this way. Mono blue gives us the Mind Skinner, can't be blocked, prevent the damage each opponent mills that many cards. We like the idea when it was a 60 card deck, but at 100 cards, this is a lot of hits. I guess it being repeatable is the thing. So this does punish decks that have no interaction. And it being at mono blue means it should be quite reasonable to protect this. Valgavoth Terror Eater. Yes, this is a reanimator color, so this is a way to get to it. So and this is quite painful to get around. So this is a reasonable threat if you don't mind mono black. Mono red, Norn Survivalist. Your creatures don't die; you just have to replay them. Maybe we're not gonna. You can build around it, but if you're gonna build with this, you're more likely to build with Arabella or Jolly Balloon Man instead. But we'll get to them later. Tyvar Pummeler, pretty good for mono green. Also, you can go white. Naturally pairs well with elves, and naturally pairs well with a lot of the large creatures in green. So if you can really go white and have ways to protect the other creatures, you should be good to go. Kona Rescue Beastie, also in the survival colors, wants to be tapped and want to drop something big as a result. So there's a combo deck there. You just need to have ways to make sure that you can either tap Kona on demand, which is quite doable, or protect Kona as it swings. Altenac, the try is called pretty decent for its size, but in Commander where you can only have one copy of, say, its name, so you're not getting this out in the alternate way, and I might prefer one of the other two here, or I might prefer, say, a Swarm Reaver, any of the other options. Nico, Light of Hope, pretty good for the white-blue enchantment deck. I guess the only weakness is that weakness is generally the color limitation. Like I did a search for Eerie and I did a search for Constellation. Not that many creatures there, but there are a lot of enchantment creatures along the way. So there is that. Also, you could just go with the tokens build, like pair this up with Detective Works. Just draw lots of draw lots that way. You could go for that alternate mode. Victor Valgavoth Seneschal. So this one is also another Eerie deck, but I guess this one might even be harder to build with just white and black. That said, there are a lot of good enchantments and sagas to go with this one. Doom Foretold if something comes to mind. Nashi and in a sense Kaito. I guess if I were to build between these two, I would just go with Kaito. Though it's a shame that you don't get to ninjutsu Kaito. You're just gonna have to hard cast him, which is fine. A ninja deck around Kaito should be fine. Nashi Searcher in the dark deals combat damage. You can get cards into your hand. Sure, there's a blue-black control deck could work there. Swarm Weaver makes 2/1/1 black and green insect tokens with flying. Then if you have Delirium, your insects and spiders. So this is a very neat build around. This is doable. Arabella Abandoned Doll. Oh yeah, also because there's a lot of changelings in green, so this also works there. Arabella Abandoned Doll, red-white aggro, this is pretty solid. If you notice, a lot of these tend to be creature-centric. There's a few control-centric ones. So that will get to our decision later. First of all, Marvin Murderous Mimic. Okay, this one's not going to work. Jolly Balloon Man. This was the first one I tried. but it's very easy to get bogged down on what to build around here. You want to have a lot of creatures with ETBs, and white has plenty of them alone. Red probably has a good number of them as well. So you can get quite a bit that way. You want to be looking for ones that ETB and make tokens on the way out, like Toby, for example. Just saying. Rip Spawn Hunter, this one's fine. If you're gonna go survival, this would be the way to go. You can combo this with Rescuer and Kona, BC, and the 99. Zimone, I also tried considering this, but the fact that you only get one token at a time, sure it's legendary, so you could just legend rule out and keep the bigger one. But the other issue is that it's a 3 mana 1/1 that doesn't really do anything else unless a land enters and it sets the number of land, and you control the prime number of lands properly. So you gonna have to be doing a lot of math here. Oh, that's what Zimone does. Winter Misanthropic Guide. This one's pretty decent. You are playing Jund control in a sense. You're trying to limit everyone's resources while you take advantage of your own. You probably have ways to get cards out of your yard. But what we're gonna be doing is we're going to be going really greedy with Melina Vendrell. That's the deck we're gonna go. So we'll take a quick look on that one. Sorry for the long exposition, but here quickly to the Melina Vendrell Brawl deck. So first up, mana base is going to be super greedy. We will be mulling a lot just to get the mana base to fit there. Then, so let's set this aside in the categories. First we have all the rooms. We're not playing every room per se, but we're just playing the ones that are going to be we're going to reasonably be able to take advantage the most of. So it's easy that all the rooms are set aside here. You know what? In fact, I could just leave it. I don't have to move them here. We have rooms of every color, but not all of them are represented that evenly. Okay, so there's, like, for example, Defiled Crypt, Underwater Tunnel, Grand Entryway. Yeah, so just on this alone, we have about, let's see, how many rooms do we have here? Got 19 rooms. They make up a significant amount, which is pretty good because Melina Vendrell, aside from getting us enchantment cards off the top 7 when she enters, allows us to lock or unlock a door we control. There are times that we would want to lock. Let's say we want to take another shot at the, let's see, where's, like, if we want to reset the ritual chamber, get another 6/6 black demon, that's a good way to use it. Or if we have to reset the restricted office board wipe again, that's also a good option. Bottomless pool, also a nice reset target. Plenty of cards that we can reset here, so that's a way out. Aside from all the rooms, we also have our shrines. So don't forget Sanctum of All. This is Honden of Life's Web. We're not playing every shrine, but we're just playing the ones that are most relevant. We're not playing the blue shrine, for example, because drawing cards should not be an issue with Melina Vendrell. We should kit cards as we need. So let's do a quick. So let's move the Cleansing Nova and the Doomscar. Also, we also have Goshen Tie of Life's Origin, so that's a thing. Knight's Reach. Okay, sank. The 3 mana shrines are quite good for us here. And I believe we have Sanctum Stone Fangs and Goshen Type Boundless Vigor. So all our shrines over here, our shrine count is it's definitely lower. We only have like 10 shrines out of 17 that are available, but which is fine. We also have, like I say, a Leyline in the Guild Pack because getting colors of mana is going to be an issue. So if we do that category, we have our ways of fixing mana: Chromatic Lantern, Dryad of Elysian Grove, Arcane Signet, Leyline of the Guild Pack. Not for devote. We're really just doing this for the lands you control have every basic land type because we do want to be able to cast them. Prismatic Omen's also a thing here for us. So we have a few ways of fixing our mana. We don't have every way. Then we have a big chunk that's up. we have a big chunk that's board wipes because we need to reset the board quite a bit, especially since we notice a lot of the decks available are creature centric. To the point that we're even running Path of Peril and Bontu's Last Reckoning. Toxic Deluge is also another option here. I'm not running it right now, but it is a very good option because it only costs 1 black mana. I would probably sub out one of these in favor of that. Then, as you notice, everything else in this column is red, white, or green, white, or blue. So those are pretty much our focus. It's either ways of getting getting bonuses from enchantments, be it drawing a card, or getting +1/+1 counters, or reducing cost, or getting additional gremlins on the side. So pretty much going in that route. We are running a single pest infestation just as a way to destroy enchantments. Likewise, we have a cleansing Nova as an alternate because I do expect to see other Melina Vendrell decks, and we might have to reset it on that end. So that's something to consider. Otherwise, we're running all 10 fetch lands plus some Prismatic Vista. We are running all 10 Triomes, all 10 Shock lands. We didn't go too greedy in the other lands per se. So that is something to note. Interesting lands. Valgavott's Slayer, we're running it as an enchantment drop. We do have a few Eerie/Constellation cards, so that's our way around it. So we're up against Arabelle, so we are looking at a lot of so we're gonna try to buy a lot of time. We do have both black cards here. Probably not gonna play this anytime soon. So I don't know if I want to keep this or if I want to mull this. I'm gonna keep this, but this is probably a horrible idea. Because this deck is very greedy at mana. So we're gonna be looking at creatures with haste and whatnot. If we can hit a Path of Peril, that would really help us a lot. Ketria Triome. I'm gonna play the Sanctum of Stonefangs first. We're just gonna we're going to try to minimize the amount of damage we take over time. Now, Arabella also drains life a bit, so that's something to consider. But this does enable Promising Stairs. We probably don't want this quite yet. If we can hit another, probably don't want to run Central Elevator as well. I might actually just do the... I could go Goshintai. Also, this is nuts. Delny is nuts here, so we really need to find a board wipe here. So there's our super late leyline to the guild pack. But that said, can't be blocked by creatures. Oh, so now we can't even block. That's probably a big problem. Yeah, we probably should concede this one. We saw Arabella already. We kind of got really greedy and hoping to hit lands. So then Mr. Chandra dressed to kill, so...
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again. You're lucky
into a
this
slick
isn't
shot
Warden's
show off.
shot.
Yeah, we really need to hit that board wipe. Yeah, we're not going to survive this one if we can't hit. Scalding Tarn is not going to do it. Yeah, we missed that one land drop. That was a big issue here. Yeah, I can concede this one. So we need to... So we have to pay attention to our... We need to pay attention to our matchup. That's for certain. We can't just run this out and hope that things will be fine. But that said, I did like this deck on testing. So we'll keep going with this. There are a few changes I might make over time. Right now, not so. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we needed to not stumble on drops there. Yeah, that should have been an easy mulligan. And that's also why you notice most of my board wipes are like 3s and 4s in a sense. So Meat Locker buys us time. Ticket Boot kind of buys us time. Kami is actually quite good for us here. So we can go Kami into Valgavot's lair. We'll probably set it to. I'll figure out what to set it to. Alternately, I could just wait and just channel Kami instead. Okay, maybe we don't channel. Maybe we just rush it. I guess we set it to blue then. Because we'll see what if our opponent goes for removal spell here, I'm definitely fine with that. Plan is pretty much to drop our Chromatic Lantern, then hopefully start setting up our enchantments. Oh, that said, our opponent probably could have their own Cleansing Nova. They definitely should, especially for mono white. Opponent going for the planar disruption. Not that it matters for us. We don't need the Glassworks right away, but we will get the mountain. And we will go Chromatic Lantern. And the reason for this is because we just hit one more land, we can start dropping Honden of Life's Web and then drop everything else. Sure, we don't have that many shrines, but only going for the Resplendent Angel. Okay, we hit our Wooded Foothills, but we're going to make sure our opponent doesn't take advantage of this right away. Also, I'm definitely cracking this for a Triumph. I have to assume that we would lose this in time, so we're looking for white, black, probably white, black, blue. So we're going for the Esper one. Only going for the Return Triumphant. So white, black, blue, that is... which one? Jetmir. Who is it? Hold on. Spars Headquarters, Sanders Lounge. I did remember to put it, right? Robin Triumph. I'll just go white, black, green for now. So we can use Melina Vendrell, lock the room, then unlock it again. Alternately, I can buy time by locking it down with a Meat Locker first. But yeah, getting this land is important because we have to assume... Ooh, I would love to do Smoky Lounge right away, but we need to buy some time here. Let's see if our opponent has Hexproof. So next turn, we can actually just play Smoky Lounge. No, we have to play Melina Vendrell first because we want to unlock. Because we want to set up the lock on Glassworks to remove this again. Only going for the Destroy Evil, taking out the Meat Locker. Which I'm fine with. It was going to draw us cards, but Melina Vendrell is also going to draw us cards too. Opponent missing that out. I'm just gonna play Melina right away. Let's see. Okay, 2-3 cards, that's fine. Also, we have Goshen Tide to go with Honden of Life's Web, but I can now go Bottomless Pool instead. So if our opponent does removal for this, we have to remember that we can also return our own creature if we have to. Because our opponent looks like they're going to be doing that kind of enchantment. Now, this doesn't remove the activated ability, so... There we go, crack that. We still have 2 mana left, so... I guess we'll just play this one. Opponent is probably gonna play this soon. Convoke Double Strike is gonna be a thing. Yep, they're just gonna play it now. Opponent does realize that we actually... I can actually just do it again. Locking rooms is probably more important than unlocking them at this point. So definitely set that up. Also gonna play the Goshen Ties, then we will save on that. End of turn, yeah, we'll pay the 1. I'm expecting a board wipe to come soon, so we'll have to keep that in mind. We don't have any creature cards in the yard yet, so we're gonna wait. So I'm actually gonna just play Honden of Life's Web. See if our opponent responds to it somehow. Then we will just most likely unlock the Shattered Yard end of turn. Opponent could have removal for this. If they have, they have. In fact, if they start using removal of this, I really don't mind. Sure. So... time to unlock the door this time. And now the slow drift begins. Now this is where our opponents really should hold on to this quite a bit. They should not just play it out right away. Opponent goes Hopeful Vigil. They're gonna get a Knight this way, and we're gonna reset that with just a bottomless pool. We're also gonna play out Smoky Lounge as well, start getting the train going. And as for creatures, we should have quite a few of them. Now we could also return one of our own creatures, but I'm just gonna bounce this one. Opponent could respond by capping this, but we do have an out here. Like, we still have the Glassworks trick. Yeah, we're just gonna unlock the Smoky Lounge now. Then we have 2 mana left. I could just play Surgical Sweep for no value. Or I can just play... I'm gonna hold on to the Prismatic Omen, etc. I am going to unlock the Misty Salon though. Apparently, we get ourselves a 5/5 creature. Yeah, we're gonna pass for now. There's no reason for us to run out the Prismatic Omen. Like, we don't have any... Like, our Eidolon the Blossoms is still in hand and might not even need to run it. Opponent does like what he has in hand though, so... Okay, they're going for Surgical Sweep. Probably get back, say, the Resplendent Angel, sure. Definitely going to... definitely hate. Opponent could just unlock this, but that does nothing. Also, opponent knows that we can just lock the room again. If they had played this planar disruption on Melina Vendrell instead of pacifism, I would have had to do a lot more shenanigans around this. Then the cleansing fire will also kind of ruin it for our opponent. Oh, they're gonna probably try to soul partition. Okay. Command zone. It's gonna cost the same either way, so I'm actually gonna decline because I can still cast it from here. I can cast this for that, but what we can do instead is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might have to let go of this mana actually. Well, actually no. I don't want to let go of that mana. We'll take it to first. Then we should be able to... I kind of want to see what else I draw. Now let's just play the Hon then. Then we can pass. I would like to swing with this, but we're not going to swing with that. We're kind of doing the slow drip here, so having more Hondens really helps us. We do have a few ways of getting enchantments back from the yard, just not that. I definitely want to replay Melina Vendrell soon. Also, by leaving this in exile with the modified cost, if I do finally send her to the command zone, it will still only cost 7. This is taking a bit of a longer game here. So, opponent could have a combat trick. I have to go for it because I don't want to see a 5-5-8. Because, yeah, that's all they're gonna do. It's just gonna trade, and I'm fine with that. They won't get the trigger back. What you do is idle on the blossoms first. Draw a card. When you unlock this door, no, we'll just do hospital room. Draw a card. So we'll save the pest infestation for later, like we can. But for now, we're just gonna swing with everything. And put the 1/1 counter on any of these. That should be fine. Not returning anything. I don't see the purpose of making a glimmer creature, so we'll pass. I think our opponent's mistake was walking into the combo here. Now, sure, they make a 1/1 soldier with lifelink. They need to have something a lot better than that. Yeah, opponent concedes at this point. So there we go. Our opponent really wanted to be a lot more aggro. They had a reasonably slow start. That was kind of the weakness there. If they had a much faster start, we would have been harder pressed. So we're gonna get away with murder somehow. Let's keep going. Let's try to get a few more games at least here. I think we'll try to get a total of four games. So we got 2 so far. Opponent's actually running the Mind Skinner, so we do. So this one's a case where we kind of wish to add more removal. We have our 3 lands, but everything's expensive here. I'm actually gonna take the mulligan. So we actually go down to 2. Greenhouse doesn't quite do it. Pest infestation doesn't quite do it. I think we can keep this one going. Like, I definitely do. Yeah, we might be taking a bit of a risk here. I also have to assume counter spells here, so I'm going for the no maximum hand size, sure. Okay, we have one reset button, so since we're looking at green, white, blue, but we also kind of need the other colors, so we're gonna go green, white, black for this one. Opponent going for an iceberg. They're really going for the mill plan, so we'll take it two. We'll foretell. And this should obviously be a Doomscar. Yeah, it's a good thing we got the extra white here. So we're gonna mill a few cards here. We need to hit our lands. Kinda okay with this. We were only going for Narset.
The past, present, and future are bound by thread. I have just the trick for this.
So what I'm basically looking for... Oh, Ristic Study, making us pay for the one. Well, that might not matter if we... We'll have to play the Gremlin Tamer. It'll make a bunch of our other stuff cheaper. I know it doesn't, it's the other one. So, we're actually going all in here.
Mind.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let our opponent draw a lot of cards, which might be an issue here for us. And I want to save this bottomless. Well, maybe we don't return that, we return this instead. Oh gosh, they have the Fraying Sanity also. Okay, we hit our land. So let's see. I want to save this for Fraying Sanity. So I want to save this one for Fraying Sanity, even if we just destroy one. So what I want to do is make sure we have the mana. Also make sure... Okay, gonna mill a few more cards. Okay, we lost one land. Command Tower would have been nice, but losing the Unholy Annex... semi-fine, I guess? Opponent's gonna go for Insanity here, so our plan now is to just destroy it. Destroy it with Pest Infestation. We're gonna go for Insanity right away. They might have the counter. They might have a counter spell, so lost the Bloodstained Mire. So we're gonna swing first. We're gonna force them to use their last mana if they have it. Oh, snipe that.
I have reached my limit.
Let's see if they have it. Missing our land drops really hurts us here. No, they didn't have it. Okay, so we're minimizing some of the damage. But we need to still hit lands. If our opponent goes for this, we can reset it for one turn. Problem is we can't block it. There goes another land. Also remember that our fetch lands still have to fetch actual lands, so that might be a problem. I would not be surprised if there are a bunch of counters here. If they actually both cast something else, we should... So... Now, this would have been a good reset if we had the mana. Unfortunately, we don't. So, let's see. We do have one reset here. I just don't want to use it right now. And I also want to be careful with Surveil because... So So what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna go bottomless pool. We will pay the 1. There is an argument for block untapping this. Kinda having to go wide. Solar Transformer is also an option for Mana Rock I should have considered. Now I could also go Surveil too, but I'm gonna pass on that. And we have to be careful with Rickety Gazebo. This is 2 permanent cards from among them. Let's see what we lose. 2 lands. Okay, now that is actually kind of hurtful for us. We actually needed those. We're gonna see if our opponent actually has a way to wipe the board. There are any number of bounce effects that could do it for us and reset everything. I'm actually glad that the Gremlin Tamer is able to get things going for the time being. Opponent's just going for a nice Mind Skimmer. Hit another land, we'll take it. Now I could just choose not to sacrifice this. So we're gonna see if they actually have a counter spell. And you can draw 1. They might have a counter spell for this, but in that case, I just swing with everything. Spell Pierce, expected. So we kind of have to do this. It's not like we're blocking the other creature. It's not like we're blocking it anyway. So we kind of have to. We're kind of racing between our 74 plus cards. So that's 7 hits from here versus 5 hits from here. Now next turn I could just go Dryad and Underwater Tunnel just to. Now also note that we still have a Doomscar if we absolutely have to. And it's actually just gonna bounce that. Fine. I actually don't mind that in the sense. Okay, lost another land. So I might have to play Gremlin Tamer first, then drop something else. But yeah, we still really want another land. I might just choose to swing with everything. It really helped us that we managed to nuke their Fraying Sanity, because otherwise one hit from this would be very devastating. Now that said, there are still other ways that mess it up. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough match for us because we had such a very slow land start. We already took one. So now we're kind of delayed. They're now looking at their own because they need to set it up. They like what they see, so that's a problem. We'll take a hit. Oh, that's a lot of lands that we needed. Anyway, play the Zagatrio. I'm wondering if I should go for here or go for here. Because our opponent's going for the plus 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4 activations. We have to slow this one down first, which makes this a problem. This one is just mostly for the Gremlin. I have no intentions of... Well, it's a shame we're gonna lose this, but it is what it is. Opponent going for the level 3. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Yeah, this might be a bit of a slog. We still need to hit our opponent. We're just more concerned about taking out Jace first. But with this one, we just need to send these 3 creatures and we can send the other 3 up top. I'm surprised our opponent didn't go for this one, but I guess they really want to mill us out right away. Into the story, drawing even more cards. Well, I guess they don't have a maximum hand size, so this might be a problem for us. We know we're gonna rat the board later, so we'll just leave it at that. The proliferate for this one would make it annoying. We would have to send one more creature. But I think we can just safely ignore it now. 40, so we can actually do Calyx.
I was created for one purpose, restoring order to Theros.
Now they could reset it, but it does buy us a turn. So since we got that reset, so that's 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. In that case, yeah, we sent 4 here. We sent 2 here. Yeah, they'll safely take the damage. At least we get rid of one Jace from the board. One less threat to consider. We would have to now do this again for the iceberg, but it's a bit less of an issue now. Well, we did lose a Day of Judgment, but we know we have a Doomscore set aside. Opponent needs to take out the enchantment, not... Ooh, we're going for Calyx, okay.
Forgive my failure.
So that's one less block. Well, that still leaves this as a blocker, but I can still swing with everything. Ooh, they want to know it. Ooh, equipping it here would... Oh, they're not spending the money, mana to equip it, okay. So let's swing first. So take our opponent down to 8. This leaves us 2 mana. I'm actually going to just play the Goshen Tie here. And we're going to resolve. We're not going to pay the 1 because they probably have it if ever. Let's see if they go for a counter spell. Sure. They had the mana drain. Okay, fair enough. So the question now is, can we will need to reset this one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only get to hit for 7. we lose quite a bit of our library. It's a good thing we managed to take out the Fraying Sanity, but now we just wish we had a way to take it. Oh, this was also an enchantment. That would have been a good takeout target. Cleansing Nova would be an option here. It does wipe even on artifacts and... okay, we can concede. Yeah, we'll concede now. They hit the Cyclonic Rift that takes out all our pressure. We're just not going to be able to catch up at that point. So I take it back. If you play a tight control game, but it also did not help that we got stuck on mana for a very long time. So that was a very bad mulligan. We could have probably mulliganed to another. No, I think that us taking the mulligan in the first place was the mistake here. We should have just we had the 3 lands in hand. We should have been able to go for it. This one's also scary. We have a bottomless pool, but only 2 mana. Sure, we have the path and the damnation. We'll take the free mulligan. Okay, this one I'm more willing to keep. We have a Shatter the Sky anyway. We can go Grand Entryway to buy us some time. So we'll go Misty Rainforest and grab green, blue. Green, blue, white. No, we have double white. Green, blue, black. Let's go for the Arcane Signet right away. Arcane Signet's always good. Invasion of Gobakan might take out our Shatter the Sky, but we could kind of wait on it. We'll just have to buy some time with Grand Entryway for the time being. Or we could just play Eidolon of Blossoms. So I guess we'll take more damage. Oh. Nope. Yeah. So we... Bit of a shame we could have gotten double triggers if we had the double green. Yeah, I guess we should have gotten green. Oh yeah, why did I think of getting black? Path of Peril, destroy mana value 2 or less. It won't destroy Toby. Okay, so we need to get green for sure. So green, white, blue. I'm just gonna reset this now. We don't take that much damage. Then we can Shatter the Sky, decide to go white any other way. Let's see what our other captains call. Okay, we're resetting the board. But this one means we will have to fetch a regular fetch land, so I guess we're going double green this time. So let's get Stomping Grounds. So next turn we're most likely going to just play Melina Vendrell, restop our hand. Opponent might end up just replaying Toby to start putting pressure. Yep, we're just going to replay Toby. Reset the pressure that way. We did draw the Sanctum of Stone Fangs. So we can use Go Shintai to go up top, then combo it with Honvent so that we can start cleaning out our opponent's hand. This one being a regular beast means that they're probably just going to block this on the regular. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll be able to trigger this. When it goes Sworn Companions, they're trying to go for the fly. They need one more token control creator to give this one flying and make this very painful. And we also did take a lot of damage to this. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, take action command zone. Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna block this, that's for sure. Surgical Sweep, return target creature. We don't have a creature of that nature. So let's see. So I'm most likely gonna end up blocking the Beastie with Devotion Tide. If they go for this. That said, if they have another creature, make another token, then I can't block it. It'll have flying already. Ooh, Rabble Rousing. So when you attack with one or more creatures, yeah, it will. Yep, these will all gain flying, so this will start going wide for a bit. Only need to send 2 though. Yeah, that's the problem. Now these are gonna go really big. That was a very neat combo that we wouldn't. And creatures control get hexproof and indestructible. So we'll just have to make them clear everything out. But we are in real trouble. We have to look up Exalted Beast. So let's see. How do we get out of this? We can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See here. Yeah, because we're not blocking any of these, and they're just gonna keep getting bigger. Let's just get a regular land at this point. At least we get to draw another card, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's enough. Yep, we can concede now. Rabble Rousing was really good there. We might have pulled the trigger too early on that one board wipe. We could have waited on it. We only have so many board wipes that it's a bit of a finite resource. We also took quite a bit of damage early from those lands, so that was an issue as well. It is admittedly super greedy. When it lines up really well, but when it doesn't line up, it can go really poorly. So Arid Mesa can grab our green mana. Okay, we'll go for that. There's an argument that we can just go. Well, we have to go grab our white, green, blue mana, or red, green, blue. No, white, green, blue in this case. We have to grab that one first. So white, green, blue is as far as headquarters. We can still take these to the house. So next turn I'll have to Our opponent's probably not playing counter spells, so I might just play Jukai Naturalist if we don't hit any of our other lands. Again, the land count is an issue here. Okay, we did hit the land, so that's fine. We do have a Braid in the garden, so I actually might want to play the Jukai Naturalist first. Set this up for next turn. Opponent might just go for the enchantment stack since they have light cost, so Gift of Fangs. Oh, they're going for the removal instead. Okay, so that sets us back here. We will need to hit one more land here. It was the thought that counts. Now note that we could crack it. So I can keep doing this over and over again. So first let's get red, green, red, blue, black. Opponent going for the minimus containment. I'm getting rid of that combo, sure. I could just crack this to I could just use this to crack this and just grab another land this way, but I'm also hoping to hit more rooms, especially since we got Melina Vendrell nearby, and I probably just want to there's a Chronicler of Worship, but now, because it didn't exactly die, they got none of these. Okay, this time we go crack this one for a room. I say we go for white. Let's go for black. So I could do Chronicler Worship, hope to hit the shrine. Then I can just combo it with, say, with an Elysian Grove. I could also just go Vendrell, but I kind of want to empty my hand a little bit first. Only going for Torment of Scarabs. That's just unless you sacrifice a non-land permanent. I definitely want to play the Chronicler of Worship, get the mana set up. We whiff. So I want to play this, and yeah, pay the 1. Opponent also missing a few of their land drops as well, so that might buy us the time we need. Anyway, next turn we're just dropping Fondant right away. Only going for Victor, without much of anything else. We hit our breeding pool, we will... So I can play this, no attacks, okay, okay, the shrine will target this. If opponent makes us discard, I'm fine losing this. Opponent probably just has, even though its punishment's not the worst. Also double check. Okay, I guess I could block this, but I'll wait out on this. Hello? Bo? Bo din ah. Nani ako bobo ito back to dollar. Yeah. Sige, okay. Okay, so whenever one or more non-toys. So I guess I can do this one. I want to do Stone Fangs but I want to do Stone Fangs first just so that we don't die right away. And I will swing with Destiny Spinner. Oh, I have to remove the... But it's not going to trigger, so... It still counts as a shrine though, so it will help these two. Only going for the Torment, we're going to just activate. I could just sacrifice the Con. Actually, this is... This doesn't count this doesn't say non-token, so we can actually just keep sacrificing these spirits. Opponent's actually going to give up on a lot of these enchantments as a result, so we'll resolve... Sacrifice a non-land permanent. So let's do a check. Lands you control. Yeah, we kind of have that system. So we could actually go for this, but hold on. Sorry, need to do a bit of thinking. Oh. Let's just go for the Porcelain Gallery. There we go. That's enough to get a concession there. Yeah, we just made the board wide enough. Also, it didn't help that our opponent missed their land drop 2 turns. Well, we missed our land drop a few times. They missed their land drop a few times. It's just all even, all throughout. Okay, there we go. I think we only got 2 wins out of this. I kind of want to do at least one more. Let's go for it. We'll make this the last episode. We'll make this the last game of the night. So decent number of lands, a few wipes away, and we also have Cities available. So we're gonna keep this. This also tells us that we kind of want to go for red, blue, something. Have white here. So we kind of want to go red, blue, black. So our still one rat colony. I'm with that for the time being. What I could do is I could just foretell this. Gonna accept that we're gonna take quite a bit of damage. So this one goes for green, white, red, I think. We'll take 10 damage. That gives us a reset. And we can now play the Bloodstained Mar to hit another land. So I do want to play Cities into... So let's see, definitely want to go... Red, white. Yeah, we already got the setup from there. After the first board wipe, our opponent kind of loses it from there. We actually have enough time to... Okay, I guess we have enough time to do one more. I know Rat Colony is a cheap way to build a deck, but please, if you're gonna go for the go white plan, I would... No, let's be fair. The Persistent Petitioner's plan is not that great either. Yeah, sure, it's cheap, but usually if we know we're slow deck, we prepare for it. So this one scares us. We do have these nice ones. We have a Chromatic Lantern. We just need one more land. It's always that we just need one more land part that kills us. I'll keep it just to show you guys how bad it is. Because at least we have the Glassworks to buy us some time, Meat Locker buy some time until we hit that rat. So we don't hit the land, but we do hit the Destiny Spinner, so we can kind of buy some time with this. Next turn, we definitely have to go Chromatic Lantern. If this had been an Arcane Signet, this would have been a real shoe-in, because we would hit these easily. Point place Ornithopter Paradise. Still missing our land, but we do hit the Mana Rock of sorts. And we got cheap Fondant, we'll take it. So maybe not board wipes, but what we can do is if this still stays alive, we can lock down our opponent's next creature. Or I might just play the Chromatic Lantern and just make sure to get the setup. Sweet, Dubious Monarch. Okay. We'll take a hit. Yeah, still missing our land drops. This forces us to play this, which I'm fine with. Yeah, sometimes you just miss land drops, and that would be a really big concern. We are running 40 lands here, so we're still less than 50% to hit a land. So having mana creatures helps. Next turn, what am I most likely gonna do? I'm most likely gonna just block this. If our opponent has a way to clear it out, I'm fine with that.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with
No,
me.
this only hits some creatures, but we can snipe this now. Still missing our land drop. Now I could play this. Play Fondant of Infinite Rage, just to hope to hit our land drop. Still don't hit our land drop. Wow. Shuffler hates us today. We'll throw Citrus under the bus. We could still try to take damage for now. If it gets really bad, then we pull the trigger on Wrath. But the Wandering Emperor is going to be a very big headache for us here. Only going for Arabella, but no haste, thankfully. Then it's most likely they're just gonna keep going really wide here.
Watch for intruders.
If I can hit... So thankfully this one can snipe one of their tokens, so it's not a complete wash. So we probably want to snipe that instead. Okay, finally hit the land. Now I have to play this. So what do? We have 5 mana up top. Actually, we have 5 mana. And if our opponent doesn't answer the Goshin Tai, we can start sniping their two toughness creatures. I suspect our opponent puts a +1/+1 counter in the Bright Blade Stone. Brutal Qatar to snipe our Goshin Tai. Yep. That. Which means our Glassworks gets it back, and we still get to pay for it. Moldering Gym allows us to search for mana, so that's probably a good choice as well.
Strike fast and strike hard.
But we are now at the point where we probably have to Wrath anyway, so let's minimize the damage we take here. We're not gonna snipe this one though.
This isn't going to go how you think.
So we have 5 mana here. Actually, yeah, we just still pull the Wrath. Devotion tie back. We should have tapped the mana so we would have 1 left, so we kind of made a mistake there. Yeah, we made a mistake on the mana tapping. We should have tapped the creature. Only going for Arabella because they might just go for the +1/+1 counters. Nope, life free duo. Okay, might have wanted to change the situation, but
Let your blade do the talking.
definitely sniping the duo. We could have also sniped the Wandering Emperor at that point. Yeah, let's see. Moldering Gym gets us our mana, which we desperately need. Yeah, let's do that first. Wow, having to catch up from that. That rat was really crucial. But now we just need to make sure we survive everything else. So Weight Room, we can't cast it quite yet. What we can probably do is go Song of Totem Chance. I think our opponent... Yeah, the song got us there at the end. But in fairness, we were got by not having mana for the longest time. So there we go. We're gonna call that episode. We could have caught up, but honestly, losing, not getting mana, really horrible. You know what? It's now so horrible. I want to do another one. In that sense, you could say it was the shuffler that got us. We did manage to keep up a bit, but being stuck on 2 lands for a very long time, maybe that is an argument for having more lands in the deck. And there are a few cards that we could probably take out, like say Destiny Spinner, etc., for a few extra lands. That would probably be a good option. Right now, I'm still sticking to 40, but I think more is not a bad idea. Yeah, our Emergency Cleansing Nova is... I would still probably prefer the Pest Infestation at this point. The Leyline of the Guild Pack is also kind of whiffing a bit. I might just choose not to run that next time. Like, in fairness, it's just one guild, it's one Leyline out of so many cards, so it's probably not worth it at all. Wanted to play Arabella again, but given how long it took, this might end in a draw. Yeah, basically it didn't set up. That's usually the most annoying part, but sometimes it's just quirk. Like opponent just decides to quit instead of properly canceling. Actually, that's the one part I hate the most. On mobile, you could just quit it like that. It just ruins it for everyone. Looks like mono white is getting quite popular, but I would say Arabelle is probably the most popular one of them all. So definitely liking this one. We don't have any real payoffs, but Melina Vendrell can draw us into that. So we'll play Sanders Lounge first. Puts our blue. We definitely want to get white, so it's a question of white what. I think we go white-green because we have a Sanctum incoming. And this does make this cheaper, so the Flatted Strand's not so bad. Let's see what our opponent has on turn 2. They could have removal for this, which is fine. Destroy evil. Okay, they had it, so I guess we play the Sanctum first. This nets us 1 mana. We'll need to use the Flooded Strand for another one. But it does open up. It does give us options here. Like if our opponent is playing Fencing Ace, it's not worth wrathing. So we have white. Okay, let's say white, green. Let's just say red. And we'll just play Melina Vendrell just to replace our hand. Opponent goes solid footing. Okay, draw a few cards in, not bad. So we're most likely gonna just wrap the board after this. When it goes Stroke of Midnight, we will most likely block the token anyway. We can use this. Okay. We can use this to search for the room that, not Meat Locker, or 1 mana, Bottomless Pool. Reset this one. And that was a super fast concession. I do not know what happened. We only got a few rooms and 1 shrine in. It's not the end of the world. But it looks like we got a concession right there, so we'll take it. Anyway, now we can close this, although it's a bit anticlimactic. That's gonna be it for this episode, Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications, and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day, and have a happy Brawl game, everyone. Take care.